So, I have seen gameplay from Onimusha, Way of the Sword, and I'm here to talk about it. What's going on, you guys? Gaming Guide here, coming at you with another video. Today we're talking about Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Shout out to Capcom first off for allowing the Iron Lords podcast to see this game behind the scenes at Summer Game Fest. So, first off, I want to say this game looks amazing. I'm pretty sure it's on the RE engine. The fact that this game looks as good as it is just, it's insane. Now, it might be on Unreal, but I'm pretty sure it's on the Unreal engine. I don't think they use Unreal. But what I really appreciate this, and I'm going to give you a little bit of like backstory when it comes to Onimusha. I have played Onimusha games in the past, but I don't think I've ever beat an Onimusha game. I think I might actually go back and try them out. But what I like about this is it brings the newer type of games, well, Onimusha in general, to a newer audience that maybe didn't play those older ones. You know, like I said, the game is gorgeous. You know, they showed us a good, I would say, roughly 15 to 20 minutes of gameplay. You know, they showed us a boss fight. Well, technically two boss fights. Showed us interacting with the locals. I don't really know where this was it took place in the actual story. From the way I would say, it looked like it was towards the beginning. So I don't know. I would say it's towards the beginning because they were acting like the Onimusha gauntlet thing was relatively brand new. So obviously when it comes to Onimusha, the signature is that gauntlet. That gauntlet is always the one thing that they use. They absorb souls with it. It's kind of like a Souls type game before Souls types even existed. Because, you know, you're absorbing the souls. You spend that on ability points, skill points. They have different colors representing different things. It is interesting the way that, you know, the foundation to Souls was kind of in some of these older games before Souls games actually took place. You know, what I really enjoy about it is it's very good on defensive stances. It's very good on, you know, the combat in general. A lot of these games, when it comes to these hack and slash games, because I don't even know if you could consider this a hack and slash game. You know, maybe you guys can put in the comment section if you see it. What I saw was, you know, they were invading this. You were invading this temple that had all these demons in it. There was a certain name for them. Can't exactly remember what it was, but you know, you had a super. So essentially, you absorb these gray matters, and then what would happen is they would show something in the past, show why this place was so hot with demons and how they're able to take over so easily. You know, it's kind of good when it comes to stuff like that. The cool thing is it's not like a cutscene. Like, you could walk with the, you know, whatever's going on with the shadows. So essentially, you'll walk through them. It would tell you the story that goes on at that time. And then you get to the end of that and you come on like this pier thing, and it shows the new character. He also has a gauntlet. See, I don't know Onimusha enough to know if like it's realistic to have, like, is more people supposed to have that gauntlet? I don't know. Maybe you guys put in the comment section below for educate me on the Onimusha style. But you know, like I said, from someone that has never really played Onimusha, just tried it out from time to time in the past, never really jumped down and seek my teeth into it. You know, Devil May Cry was always the game that I played the most, was Devil May Cry. But I always was interested in Onimusha. It was that glove that always grabbed my attention, that glove. So when I'm sitting here looking at this, I'm just like wowed. Like the amount of time and detail that they put into. So once you get to the end with that pier, kind of like your rival shows up with the other gauntlet, like I was saying earlier. And what I really enjoyed about that fight is just how fluid that fight was. The fight was very well done. The fight had a lot of, you know, different changes and stuff. It changed. The fight itself felt like it was evolving. It wasn't just like we fight until our health is at a certain point. You know, I did feel that the fighting mechanics of this game was, you know, very, very looked at. You know, they wanted this game to feel good. I feel Onimusha is going to be a pillar in these type of games for the foreseeable future. I don't see this game doing bad. I feel like this game is going to come out, be received very well out of what I've seen. Now, obviously, I didn't see everything. I don't know everything. So I can't really tell you exactly how this game is going to fare in the long run. But what I will say is what I saw impressed me. What I saw was enough to get my interest to the max with this game. And I think a lot of you are going to feel the same way with it. Onimusha graphics, check. Combat, check. It looked like the story was going to be a relatively good story. That's the one thing you probably really can't say too much. I don't know if this is like a remake off the original one, or this is like a story going forward. Very curious to see that in the end. One thing I will say is the enemies had a lot of variety. You know, there was people with bows. There was a time where I saw the person that was playing had like 3 or 4 people fighting him. There was a lot of aspects to this. There was floating like demons that they could take the souls that you're supposed to take with your gauntlet, and it would change their color would change, and I guess they would attack you with that element. I'm not entirely sure on that mechanic or not, but it's like I said, like obviously I want the enemy variety to change besides just those enemies, but the fact that just that many amount of enemies showed up in a relatively short time frame is really impressive to me. It's really impressive to me. The main character I felt like was photoshopped good. You know, physics worked pretty good with him. The atmosphere of the game felt really good. I feel like Capcom, they got something. They know what's going on. They know people want this, and they know they got to put actually some money behind it. Bring this game back to a newer audience in a better way. Like I said, they were at Summer Game Fest in a huge way, Capcom in general. And I think Onimusha, there's one person I talked to that it didn't impress them. So I think they're going to be fine on that, man. You know, Onimusha is one of those games that I felt was kind of lost in time. And maybe you guys can put in the comment section below if you agree or not. And kudos for Capcom for really doing a good job on bringing it back. Showing, that they can bring older titles in a newer way and get people's opinions on it. So kudos to them for that. Summer Game Fest was good. I really enjoyed Onimusha Way of the Sword. I'm just kind of curious in terms of like, is there going to be a variety of bosses? Because I didn't see no QTEs or anything. So I'm pretty sure Capcom is completely away from QTEs in general. So they've been away from that for a while. But I am kind of curious to see exactly how they pull this going forward. Onimusha looked good. I gotta hand it off to them. I think you should guys go watch them. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna show that stuff now or they're gonna show it later. I wish they would have gave us like videos or something to show you. I don't know if I'll run a trailer. I might just keep it me talking because at that point I feel like that's probably the best thing for me to do. I don't want to put nothing up that might get hit for copyright or break embargo on something. And I ain't get no email talking about showing us gameplay. I don't know what they're going to show you, to be honest with you. It might just be us talking about our experience. But I liked it. I think you guys should go try it out. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, man. I can't describe to you enough how much this new direction my channel's going. I want to talk more about third-party stuff. I want to talk more about third-party news. For a while, this has been kind of an Xbox channel, not necessarily 100% labeled as it, but I want to broaden my perspective. And, shout out to Capcom for making that a lot easier, giving me access to stuff like Onimusha, Resident Evil. Gives me a lot of cool content I can come up here and talk to you guys about. And if you guys enjoyed any of that, hit the like button. You can always sub to the channel. We make weekly content on here. Once again, I want to apologize for how long it took to make another video. I was in LA for a week. You guys know how it is. Traveling by itself took me a whole day. Literally traveling by itself took me an entire day to get home. It is ridiculous. But like I said, if you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. You can always share this video to someone. The biggest thing I want to really vocalize is the support that the channel has been giving me. You can follow me on Twitter at LordAddictILP. You can also go over there and follow me on YouTube. I have a streaming account. It's Addict Arena. I don't know when I'm going to stream on there. I don't know if I'm going back there today. I got a lot of work to do. But we're going to be streaming sometime this week, and I don't know what it's going to be yet. I don't know if I'm going to go back to Kingdom Hearts or maybe even play Onimusha, the older titles. I might play that either. I don't know, but you guys have a great day. Peace.